Tell me what you cherish most. Give me the pleasure of taking it away.
I pity you. You just don't get it at all. There's not a thing I don't cherish.
Hey there, welcome to a review of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the 2005 computer animated film released by Square Enix. The movie is actually a sequel to Final Fantasy VII, taking place 2 years later as a mysterious virus called Geostigma infects the masses, and 3 Sephiroth cosplayers appear, searching for their mother Jenova. I guess it's kind of cool to see what the characters from Final Fantasy VII do 2 years after saving the world. Tifa still runs 7th Heaven, Barrett's looking for an alternative power source, and Cloud is... a delivery boy? Wow, you'd think saving the world from complete annihilation via extraterrestrial death would get you some perks, but I guess not. The first thing you'll notice is how beautiful the movie is. Everything looks great, even if there isn't that much color. It's supposed to be like that to match the tone of the movie. Well, I wish I could say the same for the voice acting though, because the English dub, let's just say they really dropped the ball with Barrett and Cait Sith.
What up, boo? It's Barrett. I am the man.
There you go!
Pretty insulting, guys. The action scenes were actually really well done. And they better be, considering half this movie was fighting. The battles were stylish and over the top to match the tone of the games, but I can't help but feel they went a little over the top with some ridiculous stuff in the scenes. The music is also excellent, but I wouldn't expect anything less from Nobuo Uematsu, as the Final Fantasy VII classics are redone here in all their glory, along with some new songs. The rock remix of One Winged Angels was particularly noteworthy, as I'd say it's easily the best version of that song. So yeah, the movie does a lot of the little things right, but let's not forget that a movie isn't just about the visual or the sounds, it's all about the story. And I have to say that Square Enix really dropped the ball here. The story isn't so good on the whole. Let's just say they're not so good at explaining things like the origin of the 3 villains, Geostigma, and a lot of little things just don't get explained at all. In fact, the story just revolves around Cloud and his personal struggles with guilt and friendship. Which doesn't sound too bad, but let's think about this a little. By the end of Final Fantasy VII, Cloud has dealt with his inner demons, learned to work with others, and he's become more optimistic about life in general. However, in Advent Children, he's back to the way he was, brooding and ignoring the help of his friends as if Final Fantasy VII never happened, which is actually pretty insulting to the game and his character. Then you have to question if the making of this movie was really even necessary. Again, consider how Final Fantasy VII ended. The cliffhanger ending was really compelling, and it was a great way to finish the game while tying in the themes of the story. And they kinda took that away by making the sequel. So you have to ask why this movie was made. It certainly wasn't for the story, so I hate to be the one to say this, but it looks like it was for the money. There's a lot of fan service in this movie, and notice how the fan favorites, Cloud, Tifa, and Vincent, get more screen time. I hate how Vincent is an optional character in the game, but he gets more lines than Sid or Barrett. Or maybe I just wanted to hear Sid yell at someone to drink their goddamn tea. Whatever. The dialogue is actually pretty damn weak.
Hey!
I will not have you refer to Mother that way.
You meanie!
Our apologies.
Your mom's cool. What the hell am I saying?
And they went a little far with the Christian themes in the games, like Advent Children. And when I saw Cloud baptizing children in the church with holy water, that was when I said to myself, oh great, Square Enix is trying to make me accept Cloud Strife as my holy savior. Oh god. Anyway, they also shoved Sephiroth into the movie somehow, I'm still not sure how. But I'm pretty sure somebody said at some point, okay, if we're gonna make a movie, Cloud and Sephiroth have to have one big fight at the climax of this movie. I don't care how. It doesn't make much sense from a narrative perspective, but that's what the fans want to see. This movie is really a definitive example of style over substance, as it just feels superficial and a little forced. The best way I can describe it is as meeting this really hot chick, but finding out she's a complete idiot. Sure, she looks great, and it has a lot of perks being with her, but when it comes down to it, you're just not getting the full package. It's still quite an enjoyable movie despite all of its flaws, but it's just not necessarily a worthy sequel to Final Fantasy VII, but that was a tough act to follow. For me, at its best, it's just a guilty pleasure, but I can't see it becoming anything more than that. I'd say it's worth watching at least once, if just to see Final Fantasy VII characters look like something better than deformed black people. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.